Am I audible? Am I audible, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So good morning, everyone. On the last turn, I have discussed decision tree. Today we'll discuss how to construct a decision tree. Okay. So up till now, we have seen that we can build a decision tree by using numerical attribute as well as the categorical attribute. So numerical attribute are those ones in which we have only numerical values, and categorical attributes are those ones which do not contain any numeric value, any proper ordering of the data. Okay. So these are categorical attributes. And construction of decision tree is possible in both the attributes, either in the numerical one, either in the categorical one. So how we are building a tree? We can construct that tree by using division of the root node, then the division of the inner node, and will go up to the last node, and that is your leaf node, or you can say classes. Okay. At the leaf node, we have the classes. Okay. So how to decide a particular attribute to be selected initially, then to be selected at the second number, then to be selected on the third number. So this is an important concern, that how you will select a particular attribute and you will do the divisions on the basis of that. So today we'll resolve these by using the splitting indices, splitting criteria, and decision tree constructions algorithm. So constructing a decision tree always a top-down approach. Top-down approach means you are starting with the level 1 and you goes on up to the level n till you will receive the n number of the classes. Okay, you will reach to the last of the tree where you will receive the leaf nodes, and leaf nodes will basically classify into the number of classes. Okay, and every branch of the tree will act as a rule for the further categorization of the new data. So it's a strategy, is top-down strategy. The recursive divide and conquer fashion. What is a divide and conquer fashion? Divide and conquer fashion is like you are dividing the data on the basis of particular attribute. Then so you select the next attribute and you will divide on the basis of that. And in this manner, you will go on to the next level. The first one is select the attribute for the root node. Create branches for each possible attribute values. Okay, so initially we select the root node and we'll divide the root node for the possible attribute values. So what are the different kind of attributes values? If it is the categorical attributes, then we'll simply divide into the number of different categories. And if it is not a categorical attribute, so we have to select a range for the division. Okay, so we'll divide on the possible disjoint subset, and then we split the instances into subset, one for each branch extending from the node. Okay, so whatever the branches we are getting from the previous node, we'll divide the data set on the basis of that equation, or you can say that equality check. Okay, so whatever condition you have defined, the data set is being partitioned based upon that condition. And finally is repeat recursively for each branch using only instances that reach the branch. So we'll do recursively this process for each branch until we reach to the last one. And stop if all the instances have the same classes. Okay? So if all the instances from the data set is falling down to the particular class, we will stop growing the tree. Because at the last level, we have the categorization, or you can say we have the classification, that whatever the rows which are present into the database, that will fall into a particular class. Okay, so there will be no row, or you can say there will be no instance or the data which is not fall in a particular class. So every row will be a part of a certain class. Okay, when you reach to the last node of the last nodes or the leaf nodes of the tree, each instance from the database will be a part of a particular class. Okay. So this is same weather data set where the classes are play or not play. Okay. So this is a binary classification because there is only one classes. Okay, either play class or not play class. Okay. So if you look at the last column, you will see no written or yes written. So it will give you a classification into either yes or no. So at the last, you will have only two classes, C1 and C2, which represent your play or not to play. And these two classes will be based upon how many conditions? 4 attributes. This will be based upon 4 attributes. The one is outlook, temperature, humidity, and windy. So we have the different values in this. If you look at the data, all the data is in categorical form. There is no numerical value. The outlook has sunny, overcast, and rainy. Temperature has hot, mild, and cool. Humidity is high, normal, and windy is true and false. Okay. So all the values you can see is the showing the numeric categorical attribute. So we build a tree here. So the next tree is which attribute now you have to select. Okay, so which attributes you need to select is like first one is the overlook. So in the overlook, we have sunny, overcast, and rainy. And then for humidity is divided into 2 types, high and low. And windy is false and true. You will get this. What is yes and no written? Yes and no means you have whether the class C1 or C0. If outlook is sunny here, then the 2 times 2 statement will show yes play and 3 statement will show no play. And when the overcast, there is always a play statement. Okay? When the weather is overcast, there is all the instances represent yes. And when there is sunny, 3 represent yes and 2 instances represent no. It means after the overcast, the decision is based upon certain other attributes, because if it is sunny, then 2 times yes and 3 times no. We are getting 2 times yes and 3 times no. It means there are certain other conditions which is hampering our situations. Okay. So on the basis of that, you can take you cannot take the decision. But if it is overcast, then all the time there is play. So this decision is not based upon any other attribute. Whatever be the next conditions, we have to play. Okay. So this will result in always a single class when there is overcast. Similarly, for the rainy, the condition is 3 times yes and 2 times no. It means only rainy cannot decide whether to play or not to play. There are certain other attributes which have to be considered to take the decision for the rainy weather, because there is outcomes is based upon 3 yes and 2 no. And similarly for the other attributes, when the humidity is high, we'll get 3 times play and 4 times not play. And when the humidity is normal, we almost get yes and 1 time no. So we can say when there is a normal humidity, we have to play. But there is, if you look at the division of the classes, you can find out there is no single attribute which is able to take decisions. Okay, because in all the division you are getting yes and no. So you have to take the combinations of the attribute. So here we have to find out the best split. Okay, so evaluation of the split for each attribute and the selection of best split determine the splitting attribute. Okay, so what you need to do? You have to evaluate the evaluation of the split for each attribute, and you have to select the best split. And this best split will define the splitting attribute. Okay, which attribute we have to select the first, and then which is to be considered next. the determination of a splitting condition on the selected attribute. Then you are able to find which one is the splitting attribute. Then next phase is determination of the splitting condition, on what basis you are dividing the condition. And then the third is partition the data using the basis split. जो भी आपने डिसाइड कर लिया उसके अकॉर्डिंग यू जस्ट पार्टीशन द डेटा. ठीक है, तो इतना क्लियर है आप लोगों को कि वी हैव टू चूज अ स्प्लिटिंग एट्रीब्यूट, देन द स्प्लिटिंग क्राइटेरिया और द कंडीशन, एंड देन you have to partition the data by using that split attribute. So these are certain indices which are used to decide whether whatever you are splitting is good or bad. ठीक है, so we have to determine the goodness of the split. Okay, so the goodness of the split have to be determined. On the basis of the goodness of split, we will divide the splitting attribute, and that goodness of the split is two indices. One is the information gain and the next one is Gini index. Okay, so these two indices are used to measure the goodness of the split. What is the goodness of the split? Goodness of the split will tell you ki how accurately you are dividing the data. Okay, so we have to evaluate the information gain for the each attribute, and we have to calculate the Gini index for the attribute. Okay, so from the information theory, information gain is based upon entropy. So here you are calculating the entropy, and this particular splitting indices is taken from the which subject? From the information theory. Okay, and Gini index is basically a measure of the diversity. ठीक है, so it will tell you the measure of diversity कि कितना different है. ठीक है, one attribute अगर हमने suppose कोई condition ली तो कितना आपको differentiate देते, मतलब disjoint subset कितने बन पा रहे हैं. ठीक है, this is the measure of diversity, and it will taken from the economics. ठीक है, so one is taken from the information theory and the next one is taken from the economics. Information is gain is depend upon entropy, and Gini index is based upon your measure of the diversity. So we'll see how to compute the information measure. The information is a measure of the reduction of uncertainty. Uncertainty means, suppose if a particular class is a member of, if a particular instance is a member of a class 1, so it should be, the condition should be minimum that it is going to be classified into class 2. ठीक है, it should always be classified as a member of class 1. ठीक है, this is the reduction of uncertainty. There should not be uncertain situation where particular member, particular instance is a member of a particular class and he will going to misclassify into certain other class. Okay, so it represents the expected amount of information that would be needed to place a new instance in a branch. Okay, so it will give you an information that will needed for a new instance in a branch, where you have to put a particular instance in the branch. Now you can see which attribute to be selected here. They first taken the outlook attribute. So the same thing is that you have to calculate the information gain and Gini index, and the basis of that value, the outlook will be chosen. And now we discarded the division of these three attributes. Okay, so these three attributes now next be considered at the level 2. At the level 1, the outlook is selected because this is the one attribute which is divided into 3 disjoint subset. So the final decision tree is that at the very first they are taken the outlook, and it is divided into 3 parts: sunny, overcast, and rainy. As I told, in the overcast there is always a single class, that is yes. Now at the second level, The next important attribute is humidity. When there is outlook is sunny, then the next important attribute is humidity. When the humidity is high, then there is no play. And when the humidity is normal, then there is a class yes play. And when it is overcast and the value is rainy, then the next important attribute is windy. Where windy is false, we play. When windy is true, we no play. The splitting stop when the data cannot be split in any further. Okay, so we'll stop at that situation where data cannot be divided further. So what is the criteria for attribute selection? Okay, so which is the best attribute? Want to get the smaller tree? Okay, and heuristic is choose the attribute that produce the purest node. What it mean by the purest node? Purest node is only those nodes which can be divide the data into disjoint subset. Okay, those are the purest nodes. Okay, so how we'll consider the overlook here? The information gain is increased with the average purity of the subset. And studies choose the attribute that gives greatest information gain. Okay, so on the basis of that, overcast is chosen because it gives you the average purity of the subsets. It was always gives a greater information. There are certain formulas or to compute the information gain and entropy. Okay, I will let you know the formulas also. How we calculate the entropy and how we'll calculate the measure of diversity. So how to compute the information gain? When the number of the either yes or no is 0, that is node is pure, information is 0. ठीक है, इसका ये मतलब है कि there is no information. ठीक है, because we have either yes or no. ठीक है, so there is no yes and no, so we'll get no information. Okay, so when the number of yes and no is equal, the information reaches its maximum because we are very uncertain about the outcome. Equal yes or no means because all the time, suppose you have 12 instances, so 6 are categorized as yes, 6 are categorized as no. So there is no chances of uncertainty. जो आगे की 6 वैल्यूज हैं वो यस में हो रही हैं, जो पीछे की 6 वैल्यूज हैं वो नो में हो रही है. अनसर्टेनिटी के चांसेस क्या हो गए? वेरी लेस हो गए. कॉम्प्लेक्स सिनेरियोज क्या है? द मेजर शुड बी एप्लीकेबल टू द मल्टी क्लास सिचुएशन वेयर द मल्टी स्टेज डिसीजन मस्ट बी मेड. ठीक है, कहां पर कॉम्प्लेक्स हो जाता है? जहां अभी तक क्या था, हमारा बाइनरी डिवीजन है. ठीक है, आइदर यस है और नो है, और क्या है, C1 है या C2 है. सो देयर इज ओनली 2 क्लासेस. बट to calculate the information gain is complex where there are multiple classes. मतलब आपके जो लीफ नोड्स हैं उनमें बहुत सारी क्लासेस आ रही हैं. ठीक है, मतलब यस नो के अलावा भी कई सारी सिचुएशंस हो. So this is the formula to calculate the entropy. ठीक है, how will calculate the entropy? It depends upon your P1, P2, Pn, and which is entropy of P1, P2, Pn, which is based upon P1 log P1 minus P2 log P2, and that can be summarized as sigma x, मतलब जितनी भी वैल्यूज हैं उनका सिग्मा px log px, और ये जो माइनस है ये कॉमन होके बाहर आ गया. ठीक है, अब इंफॉर्मेशन कैलकुलेट कैसे करेंगे? इंफॉर्मेशन ऐसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे जैसे आपको इंफॉर्मेशन कैलकुलेट करनी है यस की. ठीक है, so there are how many attribute the information is 2,3 means कि you are selecting out of 3. ठीक है, कितने attributes आपके डिवाइड हो रहे हैं? 3 डिवाइड हो रहे हैं, और आपकी नंबर ऑफ क्लासेस कितनी है? 2 है, यस और नो. ठीक है, तो आपके क्या हुए? सिर्फ 2 आपकी वैल्यूज हैं, यस और नो, और किसके बेसिस पे डिवीजन है? 3 डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ कैटेगराइजेशन है. तो इसको डिवाइड कैसे करेंगे? ये तो 2 हो गया आपका, ये 2 + 3 आपके 5 हो गए. तो इसको हम क्या करेंगे? 2 divided by 5 into log 2 by 5 minus 3 divided 5 into log 3 by 5 और it comes out to be 0.97 bits. ऐसे ही आप क्या करेंगे, ऐसे ही सभी की एंट्रोपी कैलकुलेट करेंगे. ठीक है, टोटल वैल्यूज आप इसमें देखेंगे. टोटल नंबर ऑफ, अगर आप इस सनी में जाते हैं, देखिए रेड कॉलम जो अंडरलाइन करा हुआ है, कितनी वैल्यूज कैटेगराइज हुई हैं. टोटल 5 वैल्यू कैटेगराइज हुई हैं. और कितने यस हैं, 2 यस हैं और कितने नो हैं, 3 नो हैं. ठीक है, तो 2,3 के लिए आपने एंट्रोपी कैलकुलेट करी और टोटल वैल्यूज कितनी है, मतलब टोटल इंस्टेंसेस कितने डिवाइड कर रहा है, ये 5 डिवाइड कर रहा है. तो इस बेसिस पे हमने क्या किया, इंफॉर्मेशन कैलकुलेट करी आउटलुक के सनी की. सिमिलरली हम ओवरकास्ट की कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं और रेनी की कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. The next is measure information or entropy. Entropy is probabilistic measure of uncertainty or ignorance, and information is a measure of reduction of the uncertainty. However, in our context, we use entropy, the quantity of uncertainty, to measure the purity of the node. ठीक है, तो आपने जो इतने भी ये जो एंट्रोपी अभी पीछे फॉर्मूला से कैलकुलेट की, इट विल गिव्स यू द मेजर ऑफ अनसर्टेनिटी. अब यहाँ पर देख लीजिए, सब सारे एंट्रोपीज गिवन हैं कि फर्स्ट जो था आउटलुक सनी की एंट्रोपी है, उसके बाद आउटलुक ओवरकास्ट की एंट्रोपी है, उसके बाद आउटलुक रेनी की एंट्रोपी है. ठीक है, तो दीज आर 0 बिट्स, 0.97 बिट्स एंड 0.97 बिट्स. ठीक है, तो फ्रॉम द अनएक्सपेक्टेड इंफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम द एट्रीब्यूट, इन सबको क्या करेंगे, अब हम एज अ होल कंप्यूट करेंगे. ठीक है, 3,2, 4,0 एंड 3,2. सॉरी, यहाँ पे 3,2 की जगह 2,3 होगा. ठीक है, जो फर्स्ट वैल्यू है वो 2,3. ओके, तो अब इसके बजाय हम क्या करेंगे, जो 14 एट्रीब्यूट्स हैं हमारे टोटल, उनके बेसिस पे हम कंप्लीट आपका एक्सपेक्टेड इंफॉर्मेशन कैलकुलेट करेंगे. ये जो टोटल 5 वैल्यूज हैं वो किसमें है, सनी में है. तो 5 डिवाइडेड बाय द टोटल नंबर ऑफ इंस्टेंसेस. टोटल इंस्टेंसेस कितने हैं, 14. और 5 कितने कैटेगराइज हुए, 5 हुए सनी में कैटेगराइज. तो 5 डिवाइडेड बाय 14 इंटू जो हमारी इंफॉर्मेशन की वैल्यू आई है 0.971. ठीक है, वो यहाँ पे लिख देंगे. प्लस 4 आपकी कितने किसमें कैटेगराइज हुआ, ओवरकास्ट में. और टोटल नंबर ऑफ इंस्टेंसेस कितने हैं, 14. तो 4 डिवाइडेड 14 इंटू 0. तो इट विल नॉट इफेक्ट एनी वैल्यू. नेक्स्ट इज रेनी. रेनी में क्या है, 5 डिवाइडेड बाई 14 इंटू 0.97, इसकी जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है वो. और जो टोटल वैल्यू आई है फिर इन्फॉर्मेशन की, वो आई है 0.693 बिट्स. ठीक है, ऐसे ही ये तो ओवरकास्ट की वैल्यू आई है. ऐसे ही आपके जितने भी बचे ना, ह्यूमिडिटी और टेम्परेचर, आप सभी को ऐसे ही कंप्यूट करेंगे. ठीक है, जब उनको हम कंप्यूट कर लेंगे, देखिए यहाँ पे कंप्यूट करके दिया हुआ है. ठीक है, तो कंप्यूट करने के बाद जो है, ये हमारी सारे वेदर डेटा का जो इंफॉर्मेशन गेन है वो सारी ये बिट्स हैं. 0.247, 0.29, 0.152 एंड 0. तो अगर देखेंगे तो इंफॉर्मेशन गेन सबसे ज्यादा किसमें है, आपका आउटलुक वाले वैल्यू में है. ठीक है, तो जो आउटलुक की वैल्यू है वो हमने क्या करा है, एज अ फर्स्ट नंबर पर सिलेक्ट किया. ठीक है, उसके बाद फिर क्या करेंगे, सेकंड स्टेज पे जाएंगे, दोबारा से इंफॉर्मेशन गेन कैलकुलेट करेंगे. और इंफॉर्मेशन गेन को कैलकुलेट करने के बाद फिर से ही स्ट्रक्चर देखेंगे और देखेंगे नेक्स्ट हायर वैल्यू किसकी है. ठीक है, और उसके बेसिस पे नेक्स्ट एट्रीब्यूट चूज कर लेंगे. So problematic attribute with the large number of values. Extreme cases like ID codes. ID codes अगर यहाँ पे ABCDMN दे रखे हैं तो यहाँ पे इंफॉर्मेशन गेन कैलकुलेट करना क्या है, वो मुश्किल हो जाता है. ठीक है, तो ट्री इज एन एग्जांपल गिवन. ट्री स्टेम्ड विद ID कोड्स. ठीक है, क्योंकि ID कोड्स क्या कर रहे हैं, आपके हर एक ID के अकॉर्डिंग डिवाइड कर दे रहे हैं. ठीक है, तो मैक्सिमम डिसजॉइंट सबसेट बन जाएगा. अगर हमने ये डेटा सेट हम पीछे वाला देखें जिसमें एक एट्रीब्यूट ऐड हो गया, ये आईडी एट्रीब्यूट ऐड हो गया और इसमें कोई भी आप देख रहे हैं सिमिलर आईडी कोड्स नहीं है, सारे आईडी कोड्स डिफरेंट है, ए बी सी डी अप टू एम एन, और हर वैल्यू क्या देगी, एक सिंगल वैल्यू जनरेट करेगी, आइदर नो आइदर यस, ठीक है। तो इसके बेसिस पे अगर इंफॉर्मेशन गेन कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो वो आपका मैक्सिमम होगा, पर इट इज नॉट द एक्यूरेट वन, ठीक है। So limitation क्या है information gain की? It's a probabilistic attribute with a large number of values like ID codes. Subset are more likely to be pure if there is a large number of values. Information gain is biased towards choosing the attribute with a larger number of values. ठीक है, इसमें biasing होती है, जहाँ पर ज्यादा values है उसी वही जल्दी attribute select होता है. This may result in overfitting. ठीक है, ओवरफिटिंग में रिजल्ट्स कर सकते हैं. वन अनदर प्रॉब्लम इज फ्रेगमेंटेशन. ठीक है, तो फ्रेगमेंटेशन भी आपका कर हो सकता है ट्री में. फ्रेगमेंटेशन का क्या मतलब है, यू आर गेटिंग अ फ्रेगमेंट्स ऑफ समथिंग, मतलब आपके अगर सिमिलर काइंड की वैल्यूज कहीं पर ज्यादा हो रही है तो वहां पे क्या होगा, ओवरफिट होगी, वहां पे एक फ्रेगमेंट फॉर्म कर देगा. दिस इज अ फ्रेगमेंटेशन प्रॉब्लम. और इसको हम कहाँ रिमूव करते हैं, बाय द प्रूनिंग ऑफ द ट्री. एक बार हमने पूरा ट्री फुल ग्रोन कर दिया, उसके बाद हम प्रून करेंगे, विल रिमूव सर्टेन ब्रांचेस व्हिच आर नॉट एप्रोप्रिएट. ठीक है, तो गेन रेशियो विल कैलकुलेट द गेन रेशियो ऑन द नेक्स्ट टर्न. ठीक है, टुमारो विल कंप्यूट दिस वन. So that's all with class. Is there any query, anyone?
No, ma'am.
Okay.